Well, hello there, Cancer. Welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you're new, welcome in. Thank you so much for giving me a shot. If you're a returning Tropical Tarot person, welcome back. I really appreciate you guys. All the likes, comments, and subscribes are awesome. I had that one video that hit like 9,000, and then now it's up to like 11,000 views, which just boggles my mind. It's so fantastic, and it's all because of you guys. Your likes, your comments, all the wonderful things you say. I think it helps propel the videos, and I'm so grateful because this is what I love to do, and I just absolutely appreciate you guys. So enough of that. We're gonna get into your reading, Cancer. This is gonna be for June week 2. That is the 6th through the 12th. We're going to focus solely on that week, and we're going to do a you versus them reading. So think about who them is going to be to you. So that could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a career, whatever you want it to be, and we'll see where we go for you. So all done shuffling, and here we go. You get one oracle card, which is time for a nap. And we'll go over your spirit animal card here in a minute. So for your row, you get the moon. You get the hanged one and strength. For them, temperance, magician, 4 of wands. Situation, 9 of pentacles, 10 of swords, and the emperor. So overall energy for the reading is the 8 of wands. So you could have a lot of communication coming in this week. And we'll figure out what's going on. So it looks like here that the situation went from I'm fine by myself to stabbed in the back. Maybe by somebody, maybe by the situation. I'm not exactly sure. The 9 and 10 here sort of implicate that something is done. But I want to get some clarification. So tell me about, I want to find out, so you start this week off, you and them. Everything's fine. Like, really, not the 10 of swords, everything is fine. But you start off the week looking independent, both of you. And then it suddenly goes to, ouch, like I've been stabbed in the back by 10 swords. So I want to clarify some of this stuff. Let's clarify the 10 of swords. What is up with the 10 of swords down here? 2 of cups, 3 of cups, 10 of wands. So the 2 got turned into a 3. So 2 of cups, right? 2 people coming together in love. Then 3 of cups kind of indicates to me that the 2 went to a 3. So that there was maybe a third party, maybe an Aries, because you have the Emperor down here as well, that caused a lot of burdens or will cause a lot of burdens this week. So maybe you're going to find out that there could be a third party situation. Meaning, so third party can be an actual other person, or it can just be an entity, right? So I've been using this example for a long time, but say you're married to a doctor, and he works on a COVID floor, right? So that person would not have time for you. Their priority would shift from you to being a doctor, you know? So it could be that too. So, you know, this doesn't necessarily mean third party, but it could be. So I see the 2 went to a 3, which left you extremely burdened, and I believe that that was the end of it. But you start this week out feeling great, both of you. The Emperor's down here. The Emperor can be a cold man, especially without his Empress, and there's no Empress out here, so you could be dealing this week with a really rough boss, or somebody that's really just rigid in their ways. So we'll see. And a couple flip around here, but I don't do the whole flip out thing. So, clarify the Emperor for me. Clarifying the Emperor, we get the Queen of Cups, Judgment, and Page of Pentacles. This has something to do with emotions. And maybe your emotions were too much for the Emperor this week. There's going to be a judgment call, which means radical acceptance. So judgment is, it's an angel. They're all angels, except for the devil card. But anyway, this is like an angel calling down to earth saying, hey, what's been going on? Time for radical acceptance. So judgment is about accepting what you did, what they did, the situation that you were presented with, and just accepting it for the way it is. So much of life is about just radical acceptance. Just accept it. If you can accept it, I mean, you can achieve so much. So I feel like if this other person is the Emperor, then I feel like your emotions were a little bit off or a little bit unbalanced, and suddenly it came through like a bolt of lightning that said, you know, hey, you gotta account for what's happened before. And I feel like this Emperor dude is willing to try something new, go down a new path, or maybe both of you are willing to go down a new path. But definitely the 2 to the 3 is loud. So then we get into you, Cancer. So you start off this week with the moon in your situation. So the moon is things you don't see, right? So when the moon's out, if it's a full moon, you can see a lot. If it's a new moon, you don't get to see so much. The moon talks about fears, secrets, things that are hidden from you. I always use this example as, you know, when I used to live in the Midwest and I was a kid. You would look out and you'd see some kind of shadow, right? And you'd think, oh my gosh, it's a bear, and it's really a squirrel or something. So something in your life is just, you can't see it clearly. But the really good thing is, right after the moon, you have the Hanged One, which means that your perspective will change based on this situation this week. I definitely feel like your perspective changes when this Ten of Swords comes in. So, you know, you go into the week kind of thinking, ooh, I don't really know what's up, and then this situation happens, which makes you gain a new perspective on life and on this situation. You're able to see it differently. Let's go back to the moon just to clarify it. What is the thing that you don't see? Tell me about the moon, please. What is the thing you don't see? Somebody's been sneaky behind your back. Or you've been sneaky behind somebody else's back. You can take that either way. But basically, 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords, and 9 of Cups. So, somebody was lying, cheating, stealing. I think that's sneaking around behind your back. I think that's probably what you didn't see with the moon. And see, the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, it all kind of makes sense. You didn't see they were sneaking around behind your back. You weren't able to see it. And that's what changed your perspective when you finally saw it. And then you have strength. Strength is a show of strength. Strength is, you know, like that your internal guidance system, you know, saying, hey, I need to do something differently. Let's clarify strength. How did you show strength, Cancer? Magician, Empress, 5 of Wands. You want to start something new. You want to burst something new, but there's conflict this week. As far as signs, I'm just going to go into signs right now because you do have a lot of them. You've got Leo here. You've got Gemini. You have Aquarius. You have Pisces. Could be dealing with any of those signs. So now that we're in their row, so as far as your week, right, there's going to be things you don't see. Your perspective's going to change. So the way that you viewed things in the past, when this week comes along, you're going to view this stuff totally differently. Your show of strength is starting something new. I see that on both of your guys' sides. And love and abundance are going to come in this week, but it could be met with challenge on your side. So now for the final part, we'll get into their side. So temperance is balance, right? This is an angel. Remember I said they're all angels? Well, this is another one. This angel's balancing 2 cups. She's pouring them back and forth. Temperance is the ultimate alchemist, right? She's the ultimate alchemist. So she's balancing these 2 cups. And what that tells me is that this other person that you're dealing with has tried to balance this situation. I feel like this could be a love situation. You could take it in career as well. I mean, but I feel like this person has tried to balance this for long enough, and I feel like they might walk away and maybe walk away going towards another relationship. So I kind of get temperance. They've just tried to balance this situation a couple times, and I don't feel like it's interesting because you've got the moon and they have temperance. So it's like you're just not able to see things, and they're trying to make things happen with you. I feel like when this Ten of Swords comes up, they're really willing to walk away. They want to go towards something fulfilling for them, which would be some sort of marriage or celebration. They're ready to start something new. They end this reading with the Four of Wands that they really want to go after a marriage. Or, a marriage is what I'm hearing. Or some kind of, if you're taking this as a career reading, they want to go towards a celebratory experience, right? The 2 to the 3 down here, if it's career, could mean bringing another person on board or something like that cause burdens. So I'm trying to give you both because I know that a lot of my readings are love, and which is fine for people who want love readings, but some people don't. So I want to clarify the Four of Wands as my final clarification. Tell me about the Four of Wands in their position. Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, Sun. They're getting offered something real, something that's already balanced, and something that's happy. Where you have the moon, they have the sun. Where you have the Hanged One, they have the Magician. I'm going to do one final thing for you that I don't always do. And that's a final outcome. So, 3 of Swords. I don't think your final outcome's good, but I don't know. But I'm going to do one card around the final outcome, and I'm going to say, what is the final outcome of this situation? What is the final outcome of this situation? What's the final outcome? Rest. You're going to need some healing after this. One more. High Priestess, trust your intuition. One more. Queen of Swords, be clear with your words. So, Cancer, it looks like this is going to be maybe a tough week for you. But honestly, there's positivity out there. You're showing strength. You're seeing things in a new perspective. Your Oracle card is time for a nap, so this week could be tough, but just remember there's always enough. Koi Fish Spirit is your spirit animal card, and it says there's always enough. So there's always enough. If, this job isn't working out, then there's going to be another job. And if this relationship isn't working out, there's plenty of other fish in the sea. I think it's interesting that it's the koi fish spirit, and then that saying of there's plenty of fish in the sea, right? So there's plenty of fish in the sea. I get it. This probably will suck, but you can get through it 110%. And your cards aren't bad. Your cards are showing that you're learning a lot, that you're showing strength, that you flipped your perspective, and I feel like you can see things now, which is awesome. I can't tell you, clarity is something that people overlook. Clarity in your own life, an awakening, is probably one of the biggest gifts I've ever gotten. So I feel like you're going to get some clarity this week, and that's pretty phenomenal. So until next week, I just want to leave you with lots of peace, love, and light. And if you like this reading, give me a like. It's just below the video. Just press that button. If you like, if this resonates for you, drop me a line. I love my comments, and I'm able to get back to every single one of them, even on my 11,000 view one. And I can't tell you how many comments are on that one. So I am grateful. I'm so happy that you picked me to watch today. And I just hope that your week is filled with lots of peace, love, and light. Thank you so much.